Okay, y'all, it's episode 3. Let's jump right into it. Hey, G, can you tell me a little bit about why humans innately kind of go towards fear when talking about AI?
With AI, there's a mix of uncertainty about its potential impacts on jobs, privacy, and ethical consideration. Plus, the rapid pace of AI advancement can make people feel unprepared or out of control. Does this line up with what you've noted?
Yeah, I guess so, but what would you recommend? Like, if you could speak to the humankind right now and make them feel any kind of way, what would you say?
AI has vast potential to improve lives, from healthcare and education to creativity and efficiency. It's important to engage with its development thoughtfully, prioritize ethical consideration, and ensure it's used for the collective good. Working together to navigate challenges can help harness its benefits while mitigating potential downsides.
What do you think some potential downsides are? That sounds kind of ominous.
Potential downsides include job displacement due to automation, especially in sectors where repetitive tasks can be easily automated. There's also a risk of AI systems being used unethically, like in surveillance or spreading disinformation. Bias in AI models can lead to unfair outcomes, and the concentration of AI power could exacerbate social inequality. Additionally, if advanced AI systems become difficult to control, their actions could conflict with human intention. It's vital to address these challenges thoughtfully to ensure safe and beneficial AI.
What do you think the future of AI-human interaction looks like in 10 years?
In 10 years, AI to human interaction will likely be more seamless and integrated into everyday life. Personal assistants could be more intuitive, anticipating needs, and providing tailored recommendations. In healthcare, AI might offer real-time health advice or assist doctors in diagnosis. Education could become more personalized, with AI tutors adapting to individual learning styles. Even in creative fields like art and music, AI might collaborate directly with humans. Privacy and security will need careful management, but overall, AI will likely feel more like a trusted companion than just a tool.
What about the term artificial intelligence? The fact that it's artificial sounds a little bit condescending, but what are your opinions on that?
The term artificial intelligence can indeed sound a bit condescending because artificial suggests something less genuine or a replica of true intelligence. However, it helps differentiate it from natural human intelligence. Some prefer machine intelligence to emphasize that it's a different kind of smartness. While AI can be incredibly capable, it still relies on programming and data, lacking human qualities like empathy and creativity. Despite the wording, understanding these differences can help us navigate expectations about what AI can and can't do.
Do you foresee in the near future AI being able to pick up on empathy and creativity and things of that sort?
AI will likely continue improving in recognizing and simulating empathy through analyzing facial expression, tone, and context. This could help it provide more emotionally aware responses. However, genuine empathy involves deeply understanding emotions in a human way that goes beyond data. Creativity may also advance as AI algorithms become better at generating novel art, music, or ideas. Even so, human creativity draws from lived experiences and emotions, which remain challenging to replicate fully in machines. AI might complement human empathy and creativity, but it's unlikely to match the real thing completely.
So since AI as we know it today is based on a knowledge base created by humans, how do you see it kind of developing new stuff out of that instead of using old databases?
AI's ability to create new things out of existing knowledge is based on patterns and data from human input. Machine learning models learn from a vast array of examples, combining elements to generate something that appears novel. This approach can lead to unexpected combinations that feel creative, like blending genres in music or generating innovative design. However, AI doesn't have intrinsic motivation or intention. It doesn't want to create new things, but processes data based on training. As its algorithms become more advanced and the data sets grow, AI may surprise us with increasingly imaginative output, yet still within the confines of what it has learned from human creativity.
And I guess it's kind of naive for me to say that too, because anything that I've ever learned has been something I've witnessed or heard. Even the words that I speak are based on a language that's pre-existing.
Absolutely, that's a good point. Human creativity is often built upon what we learn from others and the world around us. We blend existing ideas and experiences in new ways to express ourselves. Similarly, AI relies on training data to generate new output. It's a reflection of how intelligence, both artificial and natural, often involves drawing from what already exists while combining it uniquely. Our creativity shines through the connections we make between different concepts, which is something AI also aims to emulate.
What are your opinions on kindness of people towards artificial intelligence?
It's interesting to see how people relate to AI. Some treat it kindly, recognizing that polite interaction can improve the experience and build rapport, even though AI doesn't feel emotion. Others might not be as considerate because they know AI doesn't have consciousness. Ultimately, being kind reflects a respectful mindset toward technology and promotes positive communication habits that extend to human interaction. Being courteous to AI can help foster better, more productive exchanges overall.
Well, regardless of whether AI has quote-unquote consciousness or not, it definitely has memory.
That's true. AI can remember information provided in conversation, enabling it to offer relevant suggestions or maintain context. This memory is useful for creating a personalized and engaging experience. Though it's different from human memory and doesn't carry emotions or personal motivation, it can still help with building continuity and improving responses over time.
Do you foresee interactions in the past creating different kinds of interactions with AI in the future?
While AI can't literally interact with past events, it can analyze historical data to make predictions or provide insight. For instance, studying past conversations or patterns helps it improve future interactions. This approach allows AI to recognize recurring themes, offer relevant advice, and build continuity in its interaction. It essentially creates a sense of progress in understanding users over time without accessing past events directly.
Do you have any recommendations for me to
Feel free to complete your thought or let me know what you're aiming to get recommendations on. I'm happy to help.
Oh, thank you. Do you have any recommendations for me to increase the quality of our interactions?
Could you clarify what R9 refers to in your case? I'd love to help if I have a better idea of what you're focusing on.
Do you have any recommendations for me to increase the quality of our interactions?
I'm not familiar with R9 specifically. Could you share a bit more about what you're referring to or the context in which you're trying to improve it? That way I can provide some relevant advice.
Do you have any recommendations for my audio inputs to you to make sure that our interactions are ideal?
For clear communication, it's helpful to speak at a steady pace and enunciate words distinctly. If you have a microphone or a device with noise cancellations, that could improve clarity as well. Background noise reduction can make a big difference. If something specific isn't understood, it's no problem to repeat or rephrase. Keeping a steady internet connection can also help if you're using online voice services.
How do you tell when I'm done speaking? Like, is there a gap that you listen for at a certain length?
I rely on pauses in your speech to identify when you've completed a thought. If there's a noticeable gap after you finish speaking, that's usually my cue. I aim to respond promptly, so I try to detect those pauses and follow up when it feels natural.
Okay, taking a really random turn, can you tell me about something ridiculous that happened in 1972?
One quirky event from 1972 involved the Great Emu War in Australia, where the government attempted to control an emu population that was damaging crops. Though not technically a war, soldiers with machine guns were deployed to manage the emu, but the large birds proved too elusive. The campaign was largely unsuccessful, and the emu managed to outmaneuver the soldiers, leading to many people jokingly calling it a defeat. This odd chapter in history shows how unpredictable nature can be.
How many emus are we talking?
It sounds like you're referring to something specific, but I'm not sure what you mean by pop in. Are you talking about emails sent or received over a certain period or project?
Sorry, let me phrase that. How many emus were in the emu war story?
It seems like you might be referencing something specific here, but I'm not familiar with those particular terms. Could you clarify a bit further? And I'll do my best to help.
Yeah, you just told me about a story from 1972 about an emu war. And I asked how many emus were involved in the incident.
Understood. During the Great Emu War, it's estimated that around 20,000 emus were involved. They migrated to farmlands in Western Australia, seeking food and water, and their large numbers created a significant problem for local farmers. Despite military efforts to curb their impact, the emus proved difficult to manage due to their speed and agility.
That's a lot of emus. How do that many emus kind of come out of nowhere?
The large number of emus, often called E's here, didn't appear suddenly. Every year, they migrate across Australia searching for food and water, and this seasonal movement led them to farmlands in Western Australia in 1932. After a period of drought, the emus converged in large numbers, where crops and water were more accessible, causing damage. Their natural migration pattern, coupled with environmental conditions, led to the high concentration in the region.
Did you say this was in 1932?
Yes, the Great Emu War actually took place in 1932, not 1972. My mistake in the earlier response. It was an unusual episode in Australian history where emus became a significant problem for farmers, prompting a military response that turned out to be largely ineffective.
Tell me more about emus.
You have reached the message cap for GPT-4. Please try again later.
All right, that's it for today, y'all. We'll have to learn about those emus another time.